And we're back. We totally weren't sleeping. We're totally not exhausted from 3 days of E3. You guys exhausted? I'm great.
I'm great. I'm super glad to be here at E3 and that we finally announced Assassin's Creed Odyssey and we can finally talk about it.
Give a little background of Assassin's Creed Odyssey for our viewers watching at home that may not know too much about the game.
Sure. So Assassin's Creed is obviously the next iteration of Assassin's Creed franchise. We started in Ubisoft Quebec about 3 years ago on Odyssey. We chose to go back to ancient Greece 2,500 years ago, the earliest Assassin's Creed has ever been. We brought back naval. We have a full seamless naval experience, which I think fans will be really excited to have back. We wanted to focus on choice, on putting the story into the player's hands, putting the outcome of those stories, both small, medium, and large. You're going to make choices that will impact who lives and who dies in the main story. You're going to make choices about who you might romance on different areas of the world. You have side content that's really extensive, like what we're showing here at E3 is 5 hours of gameplay, and it's a side story that you may never even get to. Absolutely, yeah. We have multiple endings. There's multiple outcomes you can get through.
Oh, wow.
It's something we chose early on. We wanted choice to be central to what we deliver in the game. It's our vision for what Assassin's Creed should be, this RPG with choice and options for the player, and not locking them into a single narrative. And part of that is also giving them two-player characters at the beginning of the game. You choose as a male or female, Alexios or Cassandra. So the whole game is centered around choice. So the Hidden Blade was invented, I think, around our time period, but not at our exact time period. So we use the Spear of Leonidas to do assassinations. And then with combat, it gives us the ability to really overpower some of the abilities. We allow you to map. There's over 30 abilities that you can map. They can all be upgraded. You put them on the controller where you want to play. So players really get to customize their combat playstyle and their loadout on their character gear and in those abilities. So it's a much more open and sort of choose your own adventure gameplay style.
Really excited to talk about Control. We had the debut trailer during Sony's conference.
We try to learn with each project and take those learnings along. Every time we start something new and we wanted kind of a fresh start with Control, we look for inspirations and ideas that excite us, that we can feel passionate about, because you need that. Hugely proud of what we achieved with Quantum Break, where we set out to do kind of mainstream, colorful sci-fi in a way, and we did that. Great. Now let's do something else. And this time around, we just went with what excites us, which is often out there material, weird, strange things. And we decided that let's not, hold anything back. Let's go all the way, as far as this takes us. And because we love it, we are passionate about it, then we trust that gamers come along for this ride.
We're working with an aesthetic that comes from the literary genre New Weird. I don't know if you're familiar with Jeff Vandermeer's Annihilation. But yeah, we're big fans of his Southern Reach trilogy, and we've read it. And there were a lot of other inspirations sort of in that same genre, but it borrows elements.
And Inception definitely being one of them.
One of those, of course, yeah. And we're just borrowing elements from like science fiction, horror, and fantasy, things like that, taking those familiar elements and twisting them into something new and strange that leaves you with questions, leaves you wondering, and leaves you with a sense of awe. And that's what our game is all about, is provoking that wonder and awe.
We have a very, very, very special guest from Media Molecule, Mark Healy.
My body's here, but my brain is up
jet
there
lag,
somewhere. Yeah.
So how far
jet
did
lag.
you have to travel for the show?
I came from England.
Okay.
So I don't know how far away that is. I should be in the middle of dreaming right now. Well, this is like a dream. Actually.
You should be in the dreams, and you know what? This is kind of a dream-like booth. We have a esports tournament happening. There's framed pictures of dogs and Steve Gibson. It's a different place.
So you've got a very controversial vote going on over there.
Yes, we are having the epic showdown between my dog Lola and my video editor's cat, Nessie, for chair pet of the board. It's a power struggle for the board of directors
Who's
at
winning?
Shacknews.
Who's winning?
Determine the future of Shacknews.
Really? How would you describe Dreams? Is it a game? Is it an engine? Is it a gamified engine?
You could describe it as a collection of games, if you like. Because the point is, it's going to be an ever-expanding universe of games or movies, music. But crucially, you get the tools with it to make your own games and music and films. So, yeah. So if you're not interested in creating, then yeah, it's a collection of games that you can go and play, and there's just going to be crazy stuff there. But if you're interested in creating these things, then you've got everything you need there to make your own stuff.
So a lot of the demo was levels, experiences, games that were created by your staff with Dreams in the game.
Yeah. So obviously the idea is that once we release it, we hope that a community will embrace it and start creating all kinds of madness. But at the moment, our community is our team at Media Molecule, and during the day we're making the tools and making a campaign that comes with the package. But these people are going home at night and then making their own things as well. So we've got a little bit of a glimpse into maybe what the community might look like.
Do you have a feeling that it's going to be like Little Big Planet, where you folks created this tool set and a universe for people to experiment in, and then they did things that you never thought was possible?
Oh, I really hope, I hope so.
Because the amount of tools, and the depth of each menu set, and everything, every little thing you created in this game, I'm sure there's going to be tons of unintended consequences from this.
Oh, I sincerely hope so. That's that's the day I'm waiting for. Once we release it, I'm just going to sit back at home and just watch these things pop up, and it's just going to. I'm just so looking forward to that.
And we're here to talk about Insurgency Sandstorm, which is a wonderful first-person shooter that I got hands on.
Insurgency Sandstorm is a hardcore, tactical, teamwork, objective-oriented first-person shooter. We like to say it kind of strikes a balance between all the hardcore simulation games and the more arcadey, action-oriented, faster shooters.
Has it been difficult to plan for the console situation?
Not so much, actually. It's definitely different. And like a lot of us, even myself, we're more focused. We're more used to the PC environment. That's definitely true. But people have been able to play with the controller even since the original Insurgency. We have partial controller support. And I know people that play it, and they really like it, and they feel it feels good. Even today, like at E3, we have console controllers hooked up to our computers to play Sandstorm. And I've been asking people, like, oh, what do you think of the controls so far? They're like, yeah, it's fine. It's a shooter, so which is good.
We have a very special guest. It's Kanadi from Ori and The Will of the Wisp, but also The Blind Forest and Moon Studios. Thank you for stopping by.
It's been quite crazy. I think it's been about 2 years up until now, and it's quite insane that we haven't actually shown the game to the world. I mean, we kind of teased it last year. We were like, hey guys, we're working on a new Ori. It's going to be very emotional. It's going to be very beautiful. And we did this big teaser trailer, but we haven't actually shown gameplay. And we felt like this year the gamers would be like, just shut up and show me gameplay, right? So that's what we are here to do, is just really to talk about how the game is different from the first game and how we're taking it, quite a step further in every single aspect. Because that's really what we were set out to do. Because we were like, should we do another Ori? Like, why would we do another Ori? The first one was already kind of complete and good. And what we told Microsoft, look, the only way we're doing this is that we can make it better in every single regard. Sort of like what Super Mario Bros. 3 was to Super Mario Bros. It's like a thing that we say quite boldly, but we really believe it. I mean, that's what we really want to make sure that absolutely every single aspect of a Metroidvania can be perfected. So we really spent a long time online just really understanding, okay, what are the kind of things people liked about the first game, and maybe what we didn't get right, what was the criticism, what were the pain points, and trying to really learn from that and bring our own new ideas and sort of really perfect it this time around.
I'm sure
I can keep talking about the game for
I'm sure
a
Assembly PR might tackle me if we do that. But shout out to Assembly. But so where can people find out more about your game, and do you have a release window at least?
2019 when it's great.
Yeah.
And we have a showcase event at Microsoft where you can go play the game. We have the website Ori the Game, and we have the Twitter where you can follow us.
Awesome.